What up, everybody? It's Tina the Mind Your Specialist here with the Group Therapy Crew. We got Reese Ruby Red.
What up, though?
Keep it real, Keita.
Y.O.
Let him have it, Lonnie.
My spidey senses is tingling.
That dude, Dune, is not here. Nigga went to a party.
Okay.
So, today I'm commemorating my group. You know, my group of guys that played hard as they could.
They didn't play hard.
And they really got their ass whooped today. The Lions got their ass whooped on, you know, Thanksgiving like usual.
That's tradition.
And I just wanted to say that. You know, how you feel about that? Go ahead, sis.
Yeah, fuck. I'm Ohio State all day. So I knew they was gonna get blew out like they always do when it comes to the red and white and gray.
Right now?
Buckeye.
Then that's fucked up. That's how you feel?
Yeah, Buckeye.
You like go Michigan?
Mm-mm.
Like the rest of?
I don't like Michigan colors. I only like Ohio State because it's red.
Bitch, what did you? They got the
fucked up.
sweetest cup.
No, they
Wait a
don't.
minute, bitch. Hold up.
Look, this
Motherfucker didn't did her.
Woo, we got a strip tease on air
She
tonight.
was straight in here.
Let me get my dollar bills out.
Not only because of that, and her son also with some.
You better stop hating
Guess
on
what
the
you got on
ladies
up
with
under that? Red. Let's
some
keep it
motherfucking
going.
leggings, okay?
Red. Red,
It's
though.
wintertime.
Red.
Because it's wintertime out in this bitch.
She knew.
Okay, so back to what we was going to talk about today. Well, today we was going to talk about this human
everybody
trafficking
Thanksgiving?
shit. First of all,
Yes,
This shit is real.
it's bad out here.
it is.
It's bad out here. And I was watching the news as I always do, and it was a young lady who was an Alabama State University student, and she was at her place, you know, about to get back ready to go in the house. Somebody walked up to her with a gun, told her to get in the car. She got in the car. He drove her around like 4 or 5 gas stations trying to get money off her ATM machine, 4 or 5 banks, whichever. His last stop was at the gas station where he told her to get in the trunk of her car.
Ooh.
She got in the trunk of her car. He went in.
No, she got in the trunk in her car before they went to that.
Yeah,
gas station.
before they went to the gas station. That would just be smart of him. And when he went in, she found a lever in the back of her trunk. And when he came out, got in the car and closed it, he was pulling off and she rolled out that motherfucker. He was about to kill her. Because he said, if don't nothing come off of this car at this stop, I'm killing you.
I'm sorry, what?
Because every time he stopped at an ATM, the password was wrong. He wasn't getting no money out. So the last stop was, he said, if I don't get no money out, I'm going to kill you.
Because you can't use the same ATM like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, they'll take your car.
They take your car if you punch in the wrong number.
Yeah. So she ended up rolling out her trunk. They got video of it. I'm very happy for her because she would have been dead.
Wow.
And another one, I'm just going to tell them all at the same time and we'll discuss it. Young lady walking from, I don't know why the fuck it was 2 o'clock in the morning and she was leaving. I don't know if she was leaving the library at school or what have you. She walked past a construction worker. See, it's not sounding kind of all the way because it was 2 o'clock in the morning. But she walked past this construction worker. He catcalled her, you know, what up, baby, blah, blah, blah. She didn't reply to him.
She blew him off.
She blew him off. And the next thing she know, he's following behind her. And she gets to her car in the garage. And he chokes her, pulls her in the back of her car, rapes her, and strangled her to death. What's wrong with y'all motherfuckers? What is wrong with y'all? What about, what am I wrong? Schaefer 6 Mile. Young girl, 16 years old, snatched up in a white van. Some people driving by heard her screaming, I want to go home. Heard her screaming, you know, in the back of the van or whatever. That lady trying to follow her. They flagging down the police saying, you know, it's somebody in the back of the van. Police wasn't paying attention. Maybe that wasn't their call. Took the little girl. Ain't been found yet. What is wrong with this climate? It's just not conducive to us having children. Or they don't want our old asses, but they want our kids. It's plenty of girls out here selling enough pussy where y'all ain't got to take nobody that don't want to give it away voluntarily. There's plenty of them. Am I right?
Yeah, it is a whole lot. I mean, my whole thing is,
That's
they
crazy.
just killing the pimping game. You know what I'm saying?
Killing the pimping game.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody can pimp no hoes no more. You can get a stupid bitch and fuck 5 of your boys, you know what I'm saying, and hit them up for about $100 and something bucks, you know what I'm saying, and feel like you came up. Now it's like trapping the bitch and storing the bitch in a dog cage and
Right.
you know,
Selling
feeding
her
her
to the highest
and
bidder.
feeding her drugs. I
Taking
mean,
them to
it
R.
just
Kelly
seemed like,
house.
yeah.
We're not gonna do
R.
that.
Kelly got his own, you know.
Thank you.
You know,
Harem.
he get his bitches shipped over here.
Look, this motherfucker.
I'm not about to do this with y'all.
All right.
But at the same time,
It's just.
I mean,
fucked up.
It ain't me.
it's just stupid that
What?
niggas is doing this whole bullshit in the game. You know what I'm saying? They just switched up the whole game up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, you ain't giving a bitch a choice to be a prostitute. You
Yeah,
just
you
But
make
it's
it.
like
Yeah.
it's either they are snatching them up for that or they are snatching them up for body parts.
body
But I
part.
think
Oh, yeah.
I think it's in other areas where they're doing it for that, where they are organ trafficking.
Well, most of them, I won't say most as if I know 100% what it is, but they really want black men body parts.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when you hear of a black man missing and stuff like that, and anybody seeing his young self, I would say that type of stuff is for body parts. Like the little guy who was killed in the gymnasium in the fucking wrestling mat, and his parents, they found his ass and all his organs is gone when he gets to the medical examiner, filled with fucking newspaper. They still don't know what's happened. Ain't no charges being brought against nobody.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
So
Yeah, I mean, it's just sad, and it's sad and almost like depressing in a
it's
way.
very depressing.
Because it's already like our youth already have it sounds like my ears
Enough
clogged.
problems.
Right, enough problems just trying to get ahead in life and, growing up out here in society. Now you got to face these niggas that snatching you up, turning you to a hoe if you ain't already a hoe. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, hoes want to be hoes voluntarily.
Yeah,
They don't
let
wanna
it be a
nigga-
free hoe. Why
Yeah,
they gotta be, except unless you just want to be a pimp hoe, then that's on you.
But it's still her choice.
Yeah.
No, they feel they losing the game because I heard they making it legal if you want to be a sex worker.
It's legal in Vegas.
Yeah, I mean,
It's legal in a bunch of
in
states.
Nevada.
yeah, they making it legal.
As
You know what
long
I'm saying?
as you're not on the corner outside of Vegas.
I think you
selling
gotta have
yourself,
you have tests and all of that stuff.
You have to have the escort business now is legal because it's not sex that they're selling, it's companionship. And if they happen to have sex, the money that they pay wasn't for sex, it was for the companionship. So they've been that law been in effect for at least 10 years now.
In Michigan?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
They passing it everywhere.
Really?
It's everywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, what's the point?
Well, why
of-
they get
why
rid
y'all
of
just-
Backpage
why y'all stealing
then?
people then?
'Cause
Like,
Backpage-
because
an
they like
escort
the
whole
black
site.
market shit. Motherfuckers like that pedophile shit, that young pussy shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah, they wanna
extra
very
have
true.
sex with kids.
You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, it's just they don't want to have to hunt for it, get it, pay for it when you can just have a site that's got it all. They all lined up. Okay, here's 13 from 16 years old. What you
Wow.
want?
Look,
That's
can
very
I
true.
say something that might be just a tad off a subject, but kind of close? I was at work about a week or so ago, and one of my coworkers, a young girl, she was like, I need me some overtime. I need me like a second job, something. Older lady, probably maybe a little older than us. You would think she would say, well, girl, see if you could sign up for some overtime or get a second job or da-da-da-da. This is what she tells this 20-year-old young lady.
I already got a feeling.
She tells her, look, I'm going to tell you where the money at. You need to go and do some twerk videos. And because, you got a big ass. So, you know what I'm saying? Go do you some twerk videos, shake your ass. Niggas would send you money.
Bitch, your shirt still ain't on.
She was like, my daughter do it.
Yeah, they getting paid off of that because the more likes they get, the more.
Right.
You know
But
what I'm
man,
saying?
she like, yeah,
They get more
my
likes than
daughter
this
got
show.
like 2,100. This isn't.
Hey, they get more likes than this show, though. I'm gonna tell you that, though.
Like, they
Say it
do.
again.
They do.
My
So
thing
get up
is,
and
it's
shake
like,
that ass, bitch. Okay.
Like, but
She don't want to.
this is what you tell a young. It pissed me off because I'm thinking to myself like, this is what you tell a young
She meant
lady.
that. She meant all of that.
What did you say?
Just because I just was in a, because we were in the bathroom and shit, and I was just standing there washing my hands, and I'm real close, close to this particular coworker, and I'm looking at her washing my motherfucking hands side eye like, bitch, I wish you would. I will fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? I would do it. I wish you would. I wish you motherfucker would. And I wanted to say something.
Sex is so
but
powerful.
It is.
What's sad is, as a woman,
Exactly.
for you to,
And as a woman,
I can see if that came from a man. That came from a woman.
Her elder, even.
Right, an older woman.
That
Like,
was just
this is what you
terrible.
want to show her. This is all women
This
is
is how
about.
you can make-
This is the way you can make your money.
Like, dude, just because, and yes, she is a beautiful young lady. She's cut the fuck up.
Don't
You know
say
what
it
I'm
too loud.
saying?
You might get thrilled over there.
Oh, okay.
He already won a job there.
You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
I'm happy we got a foursome going. This is my
You know,
first
she
one.
got, she
You
got
know what I'm
some
saying?
little, tail
No
on
men
her.
at the table, 3 women.
And-
Feel like I'm back at home.
That's you.
It's like, just because she is all of this,
He won't. That's the only
this
thing
is
she
the
can
only
do.
thing you think she needs to do to get some extra money.
Well, that's the new thing right now. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Instead of, fucking with somebody homeboy or being pimped out or meeting a new nigga and trying to pimp him out of some money. Well, my whole thing is now you go on Instagram, you throw your shit out there, you get your little file bio shit and fan thing. Motherfuckers gotta log on just to see your ass and titties shake. I mean, I ain't mad at them for doing it. 'Cause
I'm mad at 'em.
That's a come up, but at the same time, they just don't understand that shit is never leaving the motherfucking internet.
Exactly.
You know
what
why
I'm
I'm
saying?
mad
You're
at
gonna
him?
have you may have a husband and children one day.
Yeah.
If you all right with them seeing your ass and titties twerking on the internet?
I'm
20
only-
years
I'm
ago,
only mad at them
not
because
only
they
that,
doing it
and
for
not
free.
only that, no, I'm just
So-
not only that. It's just
I'm
a
mad
simple
at
fact that it's a simple fact that the internet just made everything a whole lot worse to me in the world.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody know how to do
Social
Craigslist.
media has really
You know what I'm saying?
fucked
Sell your
everybody
bullshit.
up.
You know what I'm saying? You can sell anything on the computer. How you think all these perverts is getting caught now? You know what I'm saying? Sex offenders
On the
off the
computer.
computer. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is if you put yourself out there, even if I was a pervert, I had to go old school and stalk them at the school, or, you know what I'm saying? With the binoculars, you know what I'm saying? At the park, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not gonna look up their profile and
Yeah.
be their friend and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Send on.
Catfishing and shit.
No.
I think
You asking to get your ass rubbed in the motherfucking grease.
I don't like the girls that's on social media doing that because for me, I kind of see what the lady was saying. I would have never told someone that I had not already seen doing something like that to do it. But the girls that's out there already doing it, y'all already know how I flow. Y'all stupid as fuck to me because you're doing it for free. You giving away shit for free. It's just stupid as hell to me.
No, it's not.
That- for
When they
me,
get when they get
for
14,000 likes.
Those likes ain't paying
Yes,
you.
it is because them 14,000 likes going on to her bio to see her shit, and they paying like $3.99, whatever they deal
No,
they
I'm
going
ta-
on.
Instagram.
They paying
He's
for
saying that she
Instagram.
needs to get a web page for her own personal web page.
That's what
he's
I'm
saying.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the specific ones, Instagram models. They are not. Some of them are getting paid. A lot of
Yeah,
y'all
I
are
was about to
getting
say, some of
paid,
them are
but a
getting
lot of
paid.
y'all are not. Y'all are giving this shit away for free in hopes of
Getting paid.
someone would see you and start wanting to pay you. But until then, you're giving all the shit away for free.
I mean,
If you gonna do it, why not get paid for it from day one?
You
if
talking
you're
about,
gonna
you
do
talking
like
about
that.
like off rip, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I was
if you-
about to say,
if you gonna be
'cause
out there
it's
doing
almost-
it,
I was
this
about to say it's
old
almost
bitch
as
telling
if
this
us
young
doing
girl to
this,
get it.
doing
That's
this
my problem.
until we get up to that where we get paid, we doing it for free too. It's just
Right.
It's
We
almost,
doing it not for free, but for fun.
yeah.
However,
My whole
we
thing
not out
is-
here twerking our asses.
That's,
We're not out here shaking our titties, which does not do anything but entice
The
more
people that's human
motherfuckers
trafficking.
that are warped in the head. All it's doing is enticing. But fuck that shit. Why isn't something out here that the government has made it okay that our children can carry to protect themselves? I find it very offensive that in certain states, especially the state that I live in, Michigan, my daughter, you would rather for my daughter to carry a gun to potentially take a life, but she can't carry a stun gun to get away from this motherfucker to call the cops. You would rather for her to take this person's life than to stun them and get the fuck away and call 911.
Because they would rather us take each other out. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
They would rather us take each other out.
Because it's horrible. Like, we were talking to my daughters about driving the highway by themselves and about white vans and just things to look out for. And the same day that we're doing all this, me and her still on the phone, we're still talking about it. I go to get some air, getting air, we still talking shit about it. And guess what pulls up behind me? A white motherfucking van. I, like, instantly, I had my damn,
Mace.
what do you call it, Lonnie? The thing that go over your tire.
The cover.
Yeah, but it's called something.
The
Cap.
The cap valve.
Yeah.
I had that in my hand. I threw that motherfucking air thing back, jumped in the car with it in my hand, was like, I'm out. I'm out. She like, go. I'm like, I'm out. I'm getting fucked. Didn't have enough air. I didn't
everybody's
care.
looking for the white van. They will change.
I mean, they will change, but
Yeah,
it was
because
just so
once they
funny
put it
that we
out
were
there
talking
that
about the white
they
van.
gotta
motherfuckers
change
to
from
look
the
for
white
a white
van.
van, they
gotta
gonna
change
flip it
to
to
something
something
else.
else.
And this one right here tells us, did it have a window in the back? Bitch, I didn't see. Oh, look, I wasn't looking. It was white, bitch. I was out. I didn't give a fuck what the van looked like. It was white. That was enough. That was.
It sound like
Bitch,
you
getting your
watched a
shit.
couple of scary movies, and you know what the
No,
nigga,
because we
you know
we
what
were
the nigga,
literally
you
on
know
the
what
phone
niggas
talking
supposed
about
to
it.
do when you hear, okay,
Get on.
you know, motherfucker coming up on you in all black. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. That's how niggas
Motherfucker,
get
you
shot.
better not pull up on me and think I got on
You know what I'm
black.
saying? Hey, don't get me wrong, nigga in all black, he's pretty much trying to do some dirty shit.
yeah.
You
Now
know
let
what
me
I'm
ask you, as a father of girls, what do you advise your oldest daughter to do when she's out and about by herself? What is your advice to her?
Pretty much keep around people you know. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Trust.
be aware of your surroundings and not to do what the fuck everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? If everybody is in there popping Moxie, Ellie, whatever,
Yeah,
Knuckle,
that shit.
all that other shit, drinking.
Dumb
My
shit.
whole thing is know what you comfortable in doing with. You know what I'm saying? If you a drinker and like drink. I ain't saying that, you know, you a weed smoker. Do you. You gotta enjoy your life. But
be
at the same
aware.
time, be aware about what everybody else doing and what they giving you and how they affecting you. You know what I'm saying? That's my only thing I could say to my oldest daughter because, you know what I'm saying, she is grown. She just turned 21 yesterday.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
happy
You know what I'm saying?
birthday.
Hey, birthday, young lady.
And she pretty much didn't heed none of my words I said to her. You know what I'm saying?
Of
Because
course.
they had to carry her out of Nikki's.
Wow.
Happy 21st.
Yeah, she barely remember it.
That don't seem like fun to me. That's
I
probably why I'm
mean,
not a
but they
drinker.
went on. But I'm glad they did it safe because they went on the party bus. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody wasn't all drinking like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta have a sober friend.
Yeah, and then I'm saying the party bus took them back out here. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, and it's cool to be around people that you know, but
Yeah.
you also got to be around people that you trust.
Yeah, because people you
Fuck
know will
just
fuck
I
you
mean,
over
don't
too.
get me wrong. The little boyfriend was there. My son, her
Okay,
oldest
good,
brother.
yeah,
you know,
'cause, you know,
she had
Just because
friends.
you know a motherfucker,
Yeah, she just
don't
had a
mean
good
they gonna have
time and
your
probably
back.
just don't remember it.
Have you ever talked to her about what she should do if she's approached?
Well, she's been taking karate classes when she was younger. So
Okay.
she know how to defend herself.
Okay.
And I bought her a stun gun. I don't give a fuck if she can't have a gun or not. She's a little thin ass little heifer, and I don't want nobody snatching her out the wind like a kite.
That's what I was saying. I'd rather my child go to jail for this stun gun than not come home because she couldn't have one.
Now, this is the thing, though. It's not just that person going to jail. It's a federal offense.
I
That is
don't
a
care.
federal crime. This ain't no
And guess
slap
what?
on
If
the
she went
wrist.
if she went above maybe to a job that she wanted, sometimes you can talk just the information of why this happened. You can talk your
if
way
you
out
get
of it.
that far, because the moment you answer that on that job application,
They can't discriminate.
No, they can't. Don't get me wrong.
they can still. They have a right to look at your job application and not call you in. They have that right.
Hold on, but if
So
they
you
give,
might not call it discrimination. That's exactly what it
hey,
is.
but if they give you that chance to explain yourself,
If
and
they
which
give you that
I,
chance,
and
correct.
back in the days, yes, that's how I got my job I'm at now.
Yeah,
you know what
they
I'm saying?
wanna
Yes,
hear-
I
they
was a
wanna hear
convicted
why.
felon.
Yeah, they don't give you.
You know what I'm
a
saying?
chance
But
to
at the
explain
time,
that.
I had to tell them 9/10 out of the law, whatever you have in your car and your passenger have on your car, you're responsible for it.
Correct.
Right.
So when I got locked up for what I had, I was already on probation. You know what I'm saying? I violate my probation when I let somebody with drugs
Get in
in
your
my
car.
car,
Right.
and I didn't know about it. He didn't tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm supposed to be the police and pat down all my friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I fucked the law up. You know what I'm saying? I violated my probation. Yes, I had to go to Jackson quarantine. You know what I'm saying? I had to go to the big house.
Right.
But you don't know the law, and these kids don't know the law. You will get fucked up in the law.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
And by the law.
That's
yeah,
true. That's
I
true.
mean, I definitely looked into getting my daughter stun guns, and actually they have them now. Not here in Michigan because
It's
I
against law.
just went a little bit further in thinking than that. A federal offense, you cannot get financial aid with that on your record. You can't. Ain't no talking around it. They don't care. Your financial aid is gone. My daughters are in college. Like, I had to look at it in a totally different light. But it pissed me off because I can go get them guns, though.
Get
I
them
can
guns.
prepare them to
Kill somebody.
kill someone, but not to stun them a little bit and get the fuck away and call the actual law to come handle their business. And it just triggers something in me that is sad. You know, human trafficking is out here. It's heavy. It's heavy as
I
hell.
don't know.
And for you to not, nothing is on the internet. Nothing is out there saying, this is how you guys should protect this is how these kids should protect themselves. This is how women, men, whoever, this is how humans should protect themselves. It's nothing out there for you other than going to buy a gun. If you can go through all the process, get a gun and possibly take somebody else's life. I just think it's just real fucked up that's the,
Fuck the law.
what do you call it? That's
Fuck the law. Fuck the law.
hindsight that you guys are
Fuck
doing.
the law. Because when it was illegal for you back in the days to have a motherfucking nice pocket knife, and if it was over past 4 fingers, it was considered a felony.
Yeah.
Fuck, but you can have one. But the white boys got to have that big ass pouch with that little big ass, this is a knife, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shit
get
on
away
your
with
ass. And they got away with the shit. You know what I'm saying? If it came to self-defense. I say fuck the law because if you, like you said, if a stun gun can help you, your daughters and them save their lives, and which, yes, my daughter has one too. She has a little small one. Yes, I'd rather for you to stun a nigga and kick his ass, kick him in the balls before you
And
kill
go,
him.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that's something you probably won't even get over. And you know, you mind fucked after that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
that's all I
but
was
at the
thinking,
same
too.
time, yeah, I mean, when they feel like if where they at is getting crucial and they want guns, yeah, my daughter, she gun happy. I showed my daughter how to shoot
That's
a gun.
where I was about to go.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying? My
I-
daughter
I-
know how to shoot a gun. She don't like the sound of it. I'll be like, well, that's the sound you just gotta
the
hear.
sound.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the
'Cause
sound.
your
It's
ears
like-
gonna ring like a
It's like,
bomb.
to me, it's like, okay, yeah, you want to get them up off of you, but getting them up off of you
gotta
sometimes
get
ain't
away.
always.
And then
you know what I'm saying?
some guys, if you ever seen them videos where you stun them the police stun them. They be like, what else you got?
Right,
And
then
they
some
see her
of them
running
get like
toward
a
them.
rush off
Then you
of
like,
being stunned.
now
and
what she
shit.
gonna do?
Right,
Well,
Because in order to stun them, they gotta be really,
if that nigga like
gotta be really close.
over 200-something pounds, he could probably take that. But the average nigga under 180, he gonna feel that shit.
It ain't a lot of y'all under 180.
Yeah.
Well, I will say now that their dad is taking them to get them CCWs, and I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about it.
That's the word.
But I would rather for them to be prepared.
Yeah,
And I don't think it's ever
like
ever
a
a way where you could prepare someone to
No
take
one know
somebody
how to
else's
handle-
life.
I
But
mean,
I
the
need to
thing
make sure that
is-
they know how to.
The way I see it is, I don't
Take
think
care of
it's
themselves.
necessarily that you want to take somebody's life.
No.
But it's like,
You want
it's
to
either
save your
yours
own.
or mine.
Right. You want to
Yeah.
save your own.
It's either you or me. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
true.
Because, like I said, the stun gun, yeah, you stick a shooting, nigga, get up. Like Freddy Krueger and Michael and shit
Hell
keep coming
no.
at your ass. Then what you gonna do? You, this nigga still coming. Like, okay,
still coming.
now
And
I
I
gotta
ain't
come
ran
on.
far
I
enough.
gotta come on up out of it, and now I'm gonna shoot you in the. You ain't necessarily gotta.
you
I'm
saying
gonna pop you in the
still-
leg or something, and that's gonna really get you
No,
off.
cuz,
me.
no,
You
cuz,
said
no, it
make
won't.
them
Tell you
have
something,
both.
it's
No,
real
no,
hard
won't.
to get them legs. That's
Yeah.
why the police do center mass, because it's a
Yeah.
bigger,
Yeah.
it's a bigger target.
And
You
then-
think somebody running
and
at you
then-
this
and-
way, and
and
you
the-
can just get that leg?
And
No.
that leg, and
You gonna
then
get
and
this
then that
leg, or you
leg,
gonna get these
and that
hands?
leg ain't gonna
That's-
stop
I
it.
mean,
That
that's
leg
true.
is not gonna stop his
See, I'm
adrenaline.
thinking.
When that adrenaline
like
is
in a
pumping,
stand-
you can take-
stand
No, you
still
shot.
Yeah, you don't even know. And I've been shot.
I'm thinking
I've
of
been
like
shot.
in a
My adrenaline been
standstill
pumping. I didn't even know. I just
situation.
felt
not no running
No,
shit. No.
no. When your adrenaline is pumping,
You ain't gonna even know you
don't
shot.
even know you shot. You just gonna feel something pure shoot
Like,
and
damn,
feel a
I'm
little
shot.
something hot.
I'm
You gonna be
shot.
like, damn, a mosquito bit me while I'm running from big bullets.
Yeah.
That's what it feel like. A big ass drag just popped you in the
Unless
leg.
you got a shotgun.
Yeah.
running. Doof.
I
Stop his ass.
I mean, I've been really looking into this type of stuff because I'm worried. I have young daughters. I have young daughters that are not home bodies 100%.
Who drove across country to come home by
Mm-hmm.
herself.
Hold on, you got some good ones. You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen a bunch of scary movies, you know what I'm saying, with creep shows.
No, I'm
Very young.
Listen, I did my best.
Especially when they coming from the
try to stop
country,
her,
too.
but she was not having it.
Tell you, I stayed like it was so crazy me being on the phone with her, and just from 5 o'clock in the morning until she got here, it was just crazy. And I grew up
Only
in
one
it,
of
you
them
know.
came home?
Yeah, the other one comes home next week. I grew up in the street, you know, so I pretty much gave her some advice and what we looking for, what we about to do, when we about to stop, what you about to show me. Like, it was crazy, but I mean, I looked into video cameras, putting video cameras in their vehicle, dash cams in their vehicle. I mean, I'm in my head, I'm going, am I being
Overprotective.
pass over?
Overbearing.
Like, no, am I thinking of this too extreme? But to me, I'm not, because
I mean, 'cause
at
you're a
any
parent. You're
glance
thinking
of a
being
moment,
parent.
somebody that they know can set them up.
All day.
And I'm telling y'all
What
right
about
now,
the young
I
girl who
just
got
don't
killed?
have time for it.
Her roommate did it.
boyfriend.
There will be
Yeah.
nothing.
You-
nothing.
I mean,
Jesus could not hold me
actually,
back.
you
I'm
say
going,
that.
I'm going for
You
somebody.
say that, but they gonna hold you back, and you
Okay.
gonna catch a case too on top of it.
I'm
You
all
know what
right with
saying?
that. I
But
catch
at the
case
same
for
time,
mine.
but I
Wouldn't be the
look at it
first
like
time being
this.
in
You know what I'm
jail.
saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm happy my daughter, you know what I'm saying, is close and still homebody. You know what I'm saying? I know a boyfriend. You know I'm crazy as fuck, and I already done threatened him before. You know what I'm saying? So he already know I'm pato loco. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same. But when it come to my son, he done did so much stupid shit, and he done got his little penitentiary record now. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't even worry about him. I just, as long as I keep that insurance policy going, you know
Hell
what
no.
I'm saying?
Huh? What the hell?
We good. You know what I'm saying? Because he's still doing asshole shit. You can't tell your kids, and you can't tell them who they hanging around,
Trust
fucking
me.
around. You can't be around them all the time. So
Right.
you have to let them go. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Your daughter's in college. Yes, you're supposed to still be protective and looking after them. But once they hit 21, I'm like, oh, that's champagne. Hey, we popping the bottle up in
You
this
pop a
bitch.
bottle with my baby at 21.
Let's keep the
Yo,
insurance
they
policy
grown.
rolling.
You gonna see us.
They roll. Hey, they on their
Crazy.
own. They on their own.
You pop a bottle with my babies at 21, it's gonna be a
Oh,
different
you grown.
conversation.
I don't owe you nothing, nigga.
Okay.
With that being said, last words. Lonnie, go ahead on you.
Man,
That was just taking it like,
let your kids go. Once they hit a certain age, or if they feel they that certain age, and we all was that certain age before when we didn't want to be home and we left home. So don't expect our kids not to, mess up and do stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just showing them the way. All you can do is guide them and talk to them.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say on that.
I just learned that this year, by the way. Thanks. Keita.
I just want to say, in this crazy world we live in, all you can do is pray for the best. Hope that you instill the best in your kids as they grow up out here. Hope that when we're out here, when our kids are out here, that they're paying attention to their surroundings at all times. I'm not against having a gun. I don't really like guns, but I'm not against, the whole thing she was talking about with the guns. It's either me or you, nigga. And I'd rather it be you than me.
Amen. Chrissy?
I am definitely going to be looking into this a little bit deeper and really seeing if we can really start bringing some more awareness to young girls who don't know what to look for, who don't know to keep their head on the swivel while they're out and about. I think that we know it's human trafficking out here and we talk about it, but I don't think enough is being done to protect our youngsters out here. And I'm definitely going to be front line on the fight.
Well, my last words are, there's really no good defense to being taken by a motherfucker who's determined to take you.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta, like you said, pay attention to your surroundings. Try not to be by yourself in strange places too often. Don't give the same routine to people that may be following you. If you find somebody the same lights while you driving, you going left, they turn left, you go right, they turn right, you go straight, they straight, you back. You need to find another way home, drive to the police department, sit in the parking lot for a minute and see if that same motherfucker following you left and right gonna pull up in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Never go home, get out your car, pick your bags out, because they're gonna run right up behind your ass and put you in your trunk. So if you pay attention, if you are by yourself or with someone, I know, y'all don't remember the kind of shit we used to do. I'd drive all around the neighborhood if I thought a car was following me. I'd drive past my house 5 miles down the road, go to the police department, sitting up in there. Come on in here. I see them lights. Oh, you going straight? Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Wait 5 minutes and go home. It may take a little bit more time, but that's the only defense that I could say you could have if you're at least driving by yourself or trying to go home and you notice somebody following you. But as far as out there trying to get gas and all that stuff, try not to get gas and you the only car in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Even, I don't care if you I'm just going to run in. Yeah, somebody can run right on with your ass. Put that motherfucking chloroform towel over your mouth and run past that door. You need to go to a different gas station where there are multiple cars, men and women, out there. Not just a bunch of cars with men standing out there smoking weed and stuff. Be in a lit area. Detroit has this thing called green light. There's plenty of the gas stations that have the green lights flashing around. If you got to go to the gas station at night, just find a green light gas station. Because guess what? The officers are 24-hour monitoring video-wise that location. You do not have to stop at a station where you feel uncomfortable. So the only thing I could just say is try to not be by yourself all the time. Pay attention to if you turn the motherfucker turn, if you notice the same car driving you 10 miles down, don't nobody live that motherfucking close to you. Okay? Pay attention. Go to the gas station with
Especially
lights.
if it ain't none of your neighbors' cars.
And you ain't, you probably not even from that area. So why are we going to the same place? You ain't come here with me. Pay attention. Pay attention. I love y'all. I got a daughter. She's going to be driving soon. And I might be in the back car. Lay down in the seat.
That's how you want to be.
Like, hey, look, put the kids in the bed. I'm going to be sitting in the car at the party. And I have, so.
Not only that, hit that like button and subscribe. Tell your friends.
Peace.
We out.